Social network sites. Social network sites such as MySpace, Facebook and Bebo have millions of users. There are hundreds of these sites which all have different affordances and cover a different range of practices and interests. Today these sites have become an integral part of people's everyday lives. Boyd and Ellison describe social network sites as web-based services which cover three different purposes. In other words, they are suggesting that social network sites allow users to make their current social networks visible online. It is important to note that social network sites do not allow us to do anything new, just facilitate a different way to do things we already can. This is just one definition of what social network sites are, and others have been proposed by other authors which might challenge or build on Boyd and Ellison's ideas. Boyd and Ellison identified common foundational features of what social network sites allow us to do. Since they proposed this, social network sites have developed, allowing new capabilities to be possible. The history of social network sites dates back to 1997 when 6 Degrees was created. This was the first recognisable example of a social network site. The diagram shows the history of social network sites till 2006. However, since this was published, other social network sites have emerged, such as Instagram and Snapchat. Even though 6 Degrees was not successful, the idea of social network sites were. There has been many different versions of these sites. Friendster was an example of a social network site that failed, whereas Facebook is one that's been very successful. And even 10 years since Boyd and Ellison's article was released, Facebook is still a dominant social network site today. Boyd and Ellison discussed some of the critical issues in social network sites, drawing on work by other academics. Impression management and friendship performance looks into how people are representing themselves online and the construction of an accurate profile. Network and network structure is studying the structure of users' connections, such as nodes and the interaction between networks. The next research area builds upon the notion discussed earlier. It looks into how people map their pre-existing offline connections onto social network sites as a way of supporting sociability. Studies into this area will look at how social network sites protect their users, as well as studying what people put on their profiles that could put them at risk, as well as the laws regarding social network use. It has been 10 years since Boyd and Ellison wrote their ideas about social network sites. Some remain the same, but also social network sites have developed, and here are some more examples that are more current.